I never thought I'd be the kind of person who says everything I knew was a lie. But that's exactly how I felt the day I found out who my husband really was. Or better yet, who he wasn't. For 6 years, I believed I was married to a software engineer at a reputable company. He had the shirts, the laptop bag, the lingo. He talked about sprints, bugs, clients, and deadlines. He left every morning at 8 a.m. and came back at 6 p.m. I never questioned it. Why would I? We met at a friend's birthday party. He was charming, well-dressed, talked about tech like he lived inside Silicon Valley. When I asked what he did, he said, "I help build systems that make people's lives easier." Sounded cool, impressive, safe. We dated for 2 years before getting married. During that time, he always had a reasonable excuse for why I couldn't visit his workplace: security clearance, confidential projects, remote clients. I didn't push. I had my own job, my own routine. I trusted him. That was my first mistake. It all started unraveling the day I bumped into his former coworker at the supermarket. I was buying eggs, of all things. She recognized me, smiled politely, and asked, "Hey, how's Daniel doing?" I haven't seen him since the restaurant shut down. I blinked. Restaurant? I asked, "What restaurant?" She replied, "The bistro downtown, where you two met." He was our best waiter. And then, just like that, she walked away, leaving me frozen in front of the dairy aisle. I felt dizzy. A voice in my head screamed, "Waiter?" I rushed home, heart pounding. I didn't want to believe it. But the more I thought about it, the more it made sense, or didn't. I opened his closet. The shirts weren't from tech conferences. They were just plain button-ups. No name tags. No logos. The laptop he used? Old, dusty, barely functional. The one he always took to work was just sitting there. I logged into our shared bank account. That's when I saw it. Deposits from gig work platforms. Not from any tech company. Not from any consistent employer. Then I found it, a receipt in the glove compartment of his car. It was from a kitchen supply store, dated just a week prior. That night, I waited for him to come home. When he walked in, I didn't even let him put his bag down. I said, "Tell me where you've really been going for the past 6 years." He stared at me, silent. I could see his face shift, like someone caught mid-performance. He tried to laugh it off at first. "What are you talking about?" I didn't blink. I said, "You were never a software engineer." "Were you?" He sat down, put his head in his hands, then confessed. He had lied. From the start. When we met, he had just gotten fired from the bistro. He was unemployed and embarrassed. He told that first lie to impress me, and then it snowballed. He started doing gig work, food delivery, odd jobs, even cleaning, but kept up the act of a tech professional. Every day, he'd leave the house in work clothes, go sit in cafes, work random shifts, and come back with stories he made up to keep the lie alive. I asked him, why? He said, "Because I loved you. And I didn't think you'd love the real me." That sentence broke me more than the lie itself. I felt stupid, betrayed. Not just for what he did, but for how long he kept doing it. 6 whole years. Was our marriage fake too? He begged for forgiveness, promised he'd come clean, get therapy, do better. But how do you rebuild trust when the foundation was never real? We went through a rough couple of months. I moved in with my sister. He tried everything: therapy, honesty, even finally getting a real job in tech support. Not engineering, but close. Real. Humble. Honest. Eventually, I agreed to meet him for dinner. Just to talk. He looked like a different man, tired, softer, more real. He apologized again. This time, it felt like the truth was finally in the room with us. I didn't take him back right away. But we started over, slowly. No more pretending. No more performances. I still don't know what our future holds. But I know this: lies, even well-intentioned ones, always cost more in the end. If you're watching this and thinking, could this happen to me? Let me tell you, it can. Sometimes the people closest to you are playing a role they're afraid to drop. Ask questions. Listen closely. And trust your gut. And if you've ever discovered a lie in a relationship, whether big or small, I want to hear your story. How did you handle it? What did you do? Let's talk in the comments, and hey, if this story hit you in the heart, don't forget to like and subscribe. There's always more to uncover here at Storybreaker.